Greetings. I'm President Byerly, and it's a pleasure to welcome parents and families to this Family Appreciation Day program. We hope that we'll be able to maintain some of the purpose of the traditional family weekend, which is to connect you with members of the Lafayette community and to help you to learn more about the academic and extracurricular opportunities that are available to students, particularly during this unusual time. Parents and families are critically important to Lafayette at all times, but never more so than this semester, when we absolutely rely on families to help us understand the experience of your students and to help us connect them with the best resources possible. So we hope that you'll be able to take advantage of a number of the opportunities that we've provided for you to learn more from our faculty, from our staff, and from other important college offices about the experiences available to students. I'd like to begin by thanking the student-led committee that put this program together really under an unusual set of circumstances. There are 16 students on the committee, but it's co-chaired by Nicole Holtzapfel, class of 21, and Stefano Mancini, class of 22. And I should note that they signed up for this and began their work back in February, expecting to put together programming, of course, for an on-campus experience, and were wonderfully creative and diligent in pivoting in this direction to put together a set of activities that they hope will also serve an important goal in helping to connect you with something of the student experience, both on campus and at home. And so I'm very, very grateful to that committee for their hard work and their dedication. And we're very appreciative of the time that you're taking to connect with some of these programs and activities to help you get a better sense of what we're trying to do to support your students and how you can help us to keep them connected to each other. I want to begin also by saying how much I appreciate the support and goodwill we've heard from so many parents and families, and how much empathy I have for the very difficult circumstances that you find yourselves in as parents. As the parent of a student who was a senior in college last year, and like so many students was sent home from his institution, I know that it's very, very difficult, especially for those parents whose students are studying from home, to think about the campus experience that you wish that they were having. And so we very much appreciate the support that you've offered to our efforts. We appreciate your support of those students who are on campus in encouraging them to stick to the guidelines that will help us all to be successful. And I want to assure you that we are doing the best we can in the course of our planning for spring to think about how to create the most robust experience possible and bring back as many students as we possibly can. I want to note as well that the message that I sent out earlier this week, which I hope was helpful, was really meant to be more of an announcement of when we would make an announcement about a plan rather than a definitive guide to what we're thinking. And so I know people were looking carefully at all of our descriptions of different scenarios we're considering, possibilities that might emerge. We were really trying to be as realistic as possible and saying, here are all the things we're thinking about, but there will be a lot more clarity when we put our final message out. I will say that our highest priorities continue to be health and safety and a robust academic experience, but we are looking very hard at everyone's desire to bring as many students as possible back. And so we're looking carefully at the idea of a full campus, at the idea of a partially full campus, at the idea of replicating our fall experience, and really thinking carefully about what the experience has been at other colleges and universities across the country. We certainly have seen that some colleges have had some significant challenges, but we have also seen colleges that have been very successful, and we are absolutely in contact with all of those institutions. I talk all the time to fellow presidents. I know that our staff in Campus Life talks frequently with their colleagues at other institutions. We compare notes all the time on what testing protocols have worked at this college, or what sort of campus safety protocols have worked on another campus, what sort of student culture is helping to reinforce the activities on a campus where it's sometimes difficult to keep students in quarantine. All of these things we talk about all the time, and we're folding into our planning in the hope that this will have been a learning experience for us as we look at our experience on campus ourselves this fall, and a learning experience as we contemplate what's happening on other colleges, so that we can put all of that together into the best plan possible for spring. We very much appreciate your patience as we work our way through this. We appreciate your support, and we appreciate all of the input and feedback that we've gotten from many families, especially at a time when everyone is spread out, when most of our students are not on campus. It is truly very helpful to get a sense of what student experiences are. It's wonderfully inspiring when I hear from parents that students are thriving and enjoying their courses, and it's also helpful to hear about the challenges and to know that sometimes it's a bit rocky, or sometimes it's hard for students to maintain focus, or sometimes they feel lonely and isolated because they miss their friends and they miss the contact with faculty that they would have here. All of that is important to us in understanding the experience, and all of that will continue to be very important in our planning. And so thank you for your support and for your support of your student. I think all of us working together will create the best possible experience for our students, not only through the remainder of the fall, but into the spring semester. So thank you for everything that you are doing to support Lafayette. I hope that you enjoy many of the programs that we've put together, and have a great weekend.